is it?
Definitely good.
Good?
It's like chips. It's really good. Wanna try one?
You won't believe what people are eating on the streets. These street foods are not just extreme, they're absolutely insane. Get ready to travel the world through the most shocking, jaw-dropping, and downright bizarre dishes ever served. Noodle Knife Mastery. You won't believe how this man turns simple dough into perfect noodles, using a knife you've probably never seen before. In this amazing scene, a skilled noodle master shows off his calm patience and sharp technique. With full focus, he slices sheet after sheet of dough using a special noodle knife, turning them into thin, perfect strands. He's not rushing. Every cut is slow, clean, and exact. People can't look away as his hands move in a smooth, almost hypnotizing rhythm. What starts as plain dough becomes a work of noodle art, all made by hand, one perfect slice at a time. Pineapple peeling machine. You won't believe how fast this machine peels a pineapple. In just seconds, it slices off the hard skin, removes the core, and leaves behind a perfect, juicy pineapple ready to eat. It's like watching magic happen in a kitchen. This clever machine is built for busy places like fruit markets and juice shops where speed matters. With smooth and sharp moves, it turns a tough job into a super easy one, showing how smart technology is changing the way we handle food. Lava cooked steak. You will believe this. Someone actually cooked a steak using molten lava. Yes, you hear that right. In a wild and risky cooking experiment, a thick steak was thrown straight onto lava, hotter than 1,300 DEC. The result? A super fast sear that burned the meat in just seconds. So fast, it was probably overcooked before you could blink. But don't worry, they didn't grab lava straight from a volcano. This lava was made safely in labs using special machines that melt basalt rock. While it looks insane and totally cool to watch, let's be honest. This isn't for people who like their steak juicy and tender. It's more of a fiery show than a way to make dinner. Golden, glossy pancakes. You won't believe how perfect these pancakes look before they even start cooking. The batter shines like melted gold, and once it hits the hot pan, magic happens. It turns into a smooth, golden brown pancake with a color so flawless it almost feels wrong to eat it. But one bite and you're hooked. Crispy outside, soft and fluffy inside, and every bite feels like a luxury. These aren't just pancakes, they're a full-on breakfast experience that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Sweet treats from Takashimaya. You won't believe the mouth-watering treats hiding inside Takashimaya Times Square in Shinjuku. This place is a sweet paradise for anyone who loves Japanese desserts. One favorite is Weies Anadama, tiny shiny red bean balls that just melt in your mouth. Perfect if you're into smooth anko. Then, there's Mihashi Ueno Matsu Zakaya, serving up a dreamy mix called Shiratama Cream Mitsu, soft rice balls, sweet red bean paste, fresh fruits, and whipped cream all in one bowl. It's light, creamy, and super satisfying, and if you're craving a little crunch, head to Yubei Senbei for their thick peanut senbei, crispy, sweet, salty, and packed with deep roasted peanut flavor. Every bite shows Japan's love for perfect flavors and top-quality ingredients, making this spot a must-visit for food lovers in Tokyo. Watermelon Pizza Master. You won't believe what this guy does with a watermelon. In just seconds, he turns a whole watermelon into perfect pizza owl slices. With smooth, expert moves, he cuts it right down the middle, then quickly slices it into neat triangle pieces, just like a juicy watermelon pizza. His hands move so fast and clean, it leaves everyone watching in awe. This clever trick isn't just cool to watch, it's perfect for summer parties. Who knew that with a little skill, you could turn a simple fruit into the star of the show? Fearless chopping skills. You won't believe how fast this chef chops. It's like watching a suspense movie with a knife. He moves with such insane speed and power you feel like he's about to slip any second, but he never does. Every slice is sharp, clean, and perfect. His hands move like a machine, but it's all skill. Years of training turned into muscle memory. For him, what looks dangerous to us is just another day in the kitchen. It's not just cooking, it's a live show of fearless talent and razor-sharp precision. Shawarma Delight. As the night falls, the streets fill with the irresistible smell of sizzling shawarma. It's more than just food, it's a tradition that lights up the evening. From dusk until midnight, skilled vendors slice tender, marinated meat from a rotating spit, piling it onto warm flatbreads. Each wrap is a masterpiece, packed with fresh vegetables, zesty pickles, and creamy garlic or tahini sauce. The crowd grows larger with every hour, as locals and late-night food lovers line up for their shawarma fix. It's a taste that keeps everyone coming back, making shawarma not just a meal, but a cherished part of the night. Noodle Mastery. Have you ever struggled with making the perfect noodles? This talented Chinese chef has an incredible way of mixing a giant bowl of noodles without making them mushy. Normally, overstirring can ruin your dish, but this chef shows us a unique technique that keeps the noodles perfectly intact. With a few swift and careful moves, he mixes them just right, making sure they're ready to be served without losing their texture. It's a simple trick, but it shows the real artistry behind cooking noodles like a pro. Veggie Magic for kids. Ever wish your kids would eat their vegetables without a fight? Well, this chef has found the perfect solution. He's not just a cook, but a performer who turns cooking into a fun, exciting show. With every chop and stir, he creates smooth, rhythmic motions that captivate the kids. They're so focused on the performance, laughing and gasping in surprise, that they don't even realize they're eating veggies. Without any complaints, they're munching away, enjoying every bite of the delicious veggies, caught up in the magic of it all. Easy dumpling wrapping trick. Struggling with making dumplings? This talented Chinese chef has an awesome trick that makes wrapping dumplings super easy. With just a quick twist and pinch method, he wraps each dumpling in seconds, making perfect pleats every time. Here's how it works. Start with a small scoop of filling in the center of a wrapper, pinch the sides together, then fold and roll. The result? Neat, uniform dumplings. This clever trick saves time and helps every dumpling cook evenly, making it perfect for anyone at home. With this method, you'll feel like a dumpling making pro in no time. Egg flip show at the grill. At a lively teppanyaki or hibachi station, the chef gets ready to show off with a playful egg flip. With a spatula in one hand and a fresh egg in the other, he starts a fun performance, tapping and spinning the egg with amazing skill over the hot grill. He tosses it in the air, catching it with perfect timing, or bounces it on the spatula to the beat. The crowd watches in awe as he cracks the egg open, turning it into a mouth-watering dish with every move. It's not just cooking, it's a show of real talent. Mastering the perfect roti. Watch closely as this roti expert works his magic, turning small portions of dough into perfectly round rotis in just seconds. He starts by shaping the dough into small balls with his hands. Then, with a quick press and twist, each ball turns into a flawless circle. The secret? Precision. No rolling pin needed, just a gentle press and a swift hand rotation. It's a simple technique, but it works like a charm, creating smooth, uniform rotis ready to be cooked on a hot griddle. His hands move like a rhythm, showing that sometimes the easiest methods can produce the most amazing results. Cotton candy flour magic. At a lively market stall, a skilled vendor creates cotton candy like you've never seen before. With quick and precise movements, he turns spun sugar into a beautiful flour. Layer by layer, he twists vibrant colors onto the stick, each new layer adding more texture and life to the petals that bloom outward. The result? A fluffy pastel flower so stunning, it's almost too pretty to eat. This amazing artistry takes cotton candy to a whole new level, transforming it into an exquisite edible masterpiece that leaves everyone around in awe. It's not just a treat, it's an unforgettable experience. The science of molecular cuisine. Ever wondered how food can become more than just something to eat? Molecular cuisine takes cooking to a whole new level, using science to change the way ingredients look, taste, and feel. With techniques like spherification, foaming, and even freezing with liquid nitrogen, chefs can turn familiar dishes into mind-blowing creations. Picture this, a ravioli that bursts with liquid flavor when you bite it, or a light foam that holds the full taste of a dish in one small bite. Often served in beautifully arranged small plates, molecular cuisine is as much about the visual experience as it is about the taste. It's a mix of art and science, offering a sensory journey that transforms our entire experience with food. Kolkatas Noodle Magic. In a lively corner of Kolkata, a street vendor takes noodle making to a whole new level. Watch as he expertly tosses sizzling hot noodles on a large iron griddle, adding a special Kolkata twist with fresh vegetables, zesty sauces, and aromatic spices. Then, he cracks eggs right onto the noodles, stirring everything together with fast, practiced movements. The result? A smoky, spicy noodle dish that's full of bold, savory flavor. It's a must-try for anyone craving an exciting street food experience that truly captures the heart of Kolkata. Lonzo Beef Noodles Delight. If you love noodles, you need to try Lonzo beef noodles. This dish comes from the city of Lonzo in China and is famous for its hand-pulled noodles. The noodles are made by skilled chefs who stretch and pull the dough until it's long, thin, and perfectly chewy. The broth is made from simmering beef stock for hours with spices like star anise, cinnamon, and cloves, giving it a rich and fragrant flavor. Then, they top it off with tender slices of beef, fresh cilantro, and green onions, along with a spicy splash of chili oil. Every bite of Lonzo beef noodles is a perfect balance of flavors and textures, making it a truly comforting and delicious dish that shows off the art of traditional Chinese cooking. Culinary flipping magic. Ever seen a chef flip food like a true artist? It's not just cooking, it's a show! These chefs make every flip sizzle and toss a magical moment. The way they handle the ingredients, almost like they're pulled back to the pan by magic, makes it look effortless. It's a mix of skill and passion that brings their creations to life. Watching them work is like watching a thrilling performance, turning meal prep into an exciting event that shows off their talent and the pure joy of cooking. The young chef's wok mastery. Watch closely, because this young chef is about to blow your mind. The way he handles the wok is almost magical. His every move is full of skill and precision. With just a ladle in hand, he spins the wok like it's part of him, tossing sizzling ingredients that seem to come alive. Each toss shows off his flawless technique, turning simple ingredients into a perfectly cooked dish. His confidence and focus are so impressive, you might even feel a little envious of his talent. This chef proves that passion and dedication in the kitchen know no age, leaving everyone watching in awe. Afghani steel drum bread. The process of making Afghani steel drum bread is as fascinating as it is delicious, showing off the skills of Afghan street vendors. The dough is pressed onto an upturned steel drum, cooking quickly over an open flame. As the dough bubbles and turns golden brown, it picks up a smoky flavor while staying soft and chewy inside. The unique, uneven shape from the curved drum gives each piece of bread a rustic touch. Served hot, this bread is the perfect companion for stews, kebabs, or chutneys, offering a crispy, warm bite that captures the heart of Afghan street food. Heidis Noodle Dance Show. At Heidis, the hot pot dining experience becomes something unforgettable. Imagine this: skilled noodle masters twisting and spinning a 10-foot-long noodle ribbon with incredible skill, making it look like the noodles are floating in the air. It's not just cooking, it's a performance. These chefs spend months perfecting their craft, turning simple noodle making into an amazing show. Every twist and flip draws the guests in, and just when you think it can't get any more impressive, the noodle ribbon lands perfectly in the bubbling hot pot. It's a unique blend of culinary skill and entertainment, making every meal at Heidis a memory you won't forget. Giant Bing. Have you ever tried a savory street crepe that's a favorite for breakfast in China? Meet Jian Bing, a beloved treat often eaten on the go. The process starts with a thin layer of batter made from mung bean, wheat, or millet flour spread across a hot griddle. As it cooks, an egg is cracked on top, creating a crispy golden layer. Then it's topped with green onions, cilantro, crispy wontons, hoisin sauce, and chili sauce. The result? A perfect blend of crunchy and savory, served hot and folded for a satisfying bite. Whether you're a local or a traveler, Jian Bing is a must-try street food. Fast meatball hack. Want to make meatballs in a flash? Here's a trick to save you time. First, mix your ground meat, breadcrumbs, spices, and any extras in a big bowl. Once it's all mixed, grab a handful of the mixture and press each meatball against the edge of a plate with your thumb and finger, shaping them perfectly. Arrange them in a neat row on the plate, and when you're done, just slide them into a pot of hot water or broth. This method cooks your meatballs faster and makes sure they're all evenly cooked. Thai iced tea show at Chatuchak Market. At the bustling Chatuchak Weekend Market in Bangkok, something amazing happens every time you order a Thai iced tea. Vendors perform a unique tea pouring show that will leave you fascinated. They expertly pour the tea between two containers from impressive heights, creating a frothy, creamy texture. As they mix it with sweet condensed milk, the flavors blend perfectly while cooling the drink. When it's poured into a cup over ice, you get a sweet, milky drink with a signature orange color, just the perfect refreshment after a long day exploring the lively market. The viral fried rice flip. You've seen it before, the urge to impress on social media. Whether it's getting the perfect Instagram shot or that mind-blowing YouTube thumbnail, it's all about those moments that feel real but seem too incredible to believe. Take this, for example. A chef is redefining fried rice with a flip that's not just cooking, it's art. Each toss defies gravity, transforming a simple dish into something breathtaking. It's a viral sensation waiting to happen, turning a regular meal into a spectacle that will capture the hearts of social media. Grilling on a Ferris wheel. Ever seen meat grilling on a Ferris wheel? It's a whole new level of barbecue. Imagine cuts of meat slowly cooking on a sizzling Ferris wheel, each turn grilling them to perfection. This clever setup keeps the food moving and adds a fun twist to the grilling experience. It's not just about cooking, it turns a regular barbecue into a festive celebration. The mix of creativity and skill makes this grilling method a standout experience that everyone will love. Bulldozer Pan. Picture this, a construction crew on their lunch break, but with a twist. They've turned a bulldozer into a giant frying pan. Instead of moving dirt, they're using the flat surface of the bulldozer's scoop to fry up eggs and veggies. It's a clever way to cook while on the move, and honestly, it's a pretty cool sight. But it does make you wonder about hygiene and if the equipment should be used this way. If the boss is in on it though, this lunch hack could be the most fun and unforgettable break they've had. Pancake Magic. At first, it looks like a messy jumble of lines on a griddle with no clue about what's really happening, but then the flip happens and suddenly an anime character appears. Every detail is sharp, colorful, and full of life. Watching this magic unfold, you realize that pancake art is more than just cooking. It's about trust in the process and a real skill in art. It's a perfect mix of creativity and cooking talent that leaves everyone in awe. Croissant craft. In Chef Alfonso's kitchen, croissant making is a true art. It starts with the careful measurement of flour, water, sugar, and yeast, all mixed into a smooth dough. After letting it rise, Alfonso rolls the dough into a perfect sheet and adds a layer of cool butter. With skillful hands, he folds it just right, trapping the butter inside to create those flaky layers. As the croissants bake, the kitchen fills with the sweet scent of fresh pastries. When they're done, each golden croissant with its crispy outside and soft, buttery inside is a perfect example of Alfonso's passion for his craft. Dancing Noodles Show. You won't believe your eyes when you see this. At a lively Chinese street food stall, the noodle preparation becomes a dance performance. The server, full of energy, twirls and tosses fresh noodles high into the air, gracefully dropping them into a bubbling pot. Every move is carefully choreographed, turning cooking into a rhythmic show that leaves the crowd cheering. The dance continues as the noodles are cooked, turning the whole process into an unforgettable experience. When the noodles are finally served, they're hot, flavorful, and bursting with that authentic street food taste, making the meal just as delightful as the performance. The secret behind lumpia wrappers. Watch closely as a skilled cook creates the perfect lumpia wrappers, turning a simple mixture of flour, water, and salt into something amazing. With quick, precise movements, the cook pours the mixture onto a hot pan, shaping each wrapper into a thin, golden, and translucent sheet. Just as it turns golden, they lift it carefully, making sure it stays soft yet strong enough to hold delicious, savory fillings without tearing. These wrappers are the heart of the crispy, mouth-watering lumpia rolls loved by so many all over the world. Duck guitar in Bangkok. Ever seen a duck that looks like a guitar? On the lively streets of Bangkok, street food vendors serve up a dish called the duck guitar. It's not just a clever name. This dish gets its name from how the vendor flattens a whole roasted duck into the shape of a guitar. Grilled to crispy perfection, the duck is juicy and tender, drawing a crowd with its mouth-watering aroma and unique look. The vendor slices and serves it with skill, making this dish a must-try for anyone visiting Bangkok. It's just one of the many creative and delicious street foods that show how imaginative the food scene in Bangkok really is. Dragon beard candy. Ever seen candy made like magic? Dragon beard candy or long shu is a special treat from China, and it's been around for centuries. It all starts with a thick sugar syrup mixed with rice flour and stretched into thousands of fine, delicate threads that look like a dragon's beard. The candy maker carefully pulls and folds the dough, creating light, airy strands. Then, they wrap it around fillings like peanuts, coconut, or sesame seeds, giving you a perfect mix of crunchy, nutty, and sweet flavors. The whole process is mesmerizing to watch, and it takes skill and patience to make this ancient candy. When you eat it, it melts in your mouth, making it a favorite during Chinese celebrations. Mastering flatbreads. Who needs a flat surface when you've got an incredible skill like this? Watch in awe as this culinary artist flips flatbread dough with ease, holding it high above a blazing stove. With quick spins and perfect flips, he transforms the dough into perfectly cooked flatbreads that puff up and brown in just seconds. As the dough dances through the air, it catches the perfect amount of heat, giving it that perfect flavor and crispness. When it lands back on the spatula, it's fully cooked, and you've just witnessed an amazing display of talent that turns making flatbreads into a thrilling performance. Freshest Mochis in Japan. If you love soft, chewy treats, you've got to try the Freshest Mochis in Japan. Mochi, made from steamed sticky rice, turns into a smooth, stretchy delight that melts in your mouth. In Japan, the art of making mochi is called monozukuri, which means creating something by hand with skill and joy. In Nara, the heart of mochi making, artisans follow a centuries-old tradition. It's all about teamwork and perfect timing, where one person pounds the rice with a heavy mallet while another shapes it into the delicious treat. This process, known as mochitsuki, is a big deal during New Year's celebrations, bringing families together to share in the lively energy of this special custom. The sweet secret of Jaggery. Jaggery is a sweet treat that many don't know about, but it's a treasure in places like India and Bangladesh, especially in winter when date palm sap is collected for its creation. You'll find Jaggery in local markets, often made from sugarcane juice in rural areas. Unlike regular sugar, Jaggery keeps all the good stuff like iron, potassium, and calcium thanks to how little it's processed. It's also a better choice for your blood sugar, as it rises more slowly than refined sugar. Not only does Jaggery taste like caramel, but it's also great for adding flavor to food or just enjoying on its own. Kingali dumplings. Ever heard of Kingali dumplings? These delicious Georgian treats are made with great care and love. Usually they're filled with spiced meat like a mix of pork and beef, though some versions use mushrooms or cheese. The dumplings are carefully folded with a twisted top that seals in a savory broth. When you bite into them, the filling bursts with flavor, giving you a juicy soup-like experience. To eat them, you hold the thick knot on top, take a bite to sip the broth, and then finish off the rest of the dumpling, leaving the top behind. This dish combines tender dough with flavorful filling, making it a comforting and unforgettable meal. Traditional Chinese noodles. As you stroll through peaceful villages in China, you might spot noodles swaying in the wind, like ribbons in the air. But these aren't just any noodles, they're ramen, the famous hand-pulled noodles with a long history. Skilled artisans work their magic, kneading and stretching the dough, pulling it into thin strands with amazing skill. Instead of drying them inside, these noodles are left outside to soak up the sunlight and fresh air, turning noodle making into a beautiful outdoor show. Once dried, these noodles become the heart of tasty soups and stir-fries. So the next time you enjoy a warm bowl of noodles, think of those strands dancing in the breeze, soaking in the village's charm. Giant sesame ball magic. Have you ever seen a dessert grow right before your eyes? The giant sesame ball, also known as dodande, is a true wonder. It starts as a small dough ball filled with sweet red bean paste and coated in sesame seeds. Once it's dropped into hot oil, something incredible happens. The dough puffs up, expanding like magic, sometimes even as big as a melon. The cook carefully presses it against the pot to help it rise without breaking. The result? A crispy, golden ball that's as fun to watch as it is to eat. It's a dessert that surprises and delights, rising to the occasion every time. Cooking magic. Ever seen food flip in the air like it's alive? It's pure magic. Watch as chefs turn cooking into a jaw-dropping show with every flip and sizzle. Their skill is amazing, like the food is pulled back into the pan by invisible forces. With each toss, they turn ordinary cooking into an exciting performance, mixing passion and talent that makes every moment special. It's not just about making food, it's a mesmerizing experience that brings the kitchen to life. A chef like no other. When life throws you a curveball, sometimes you end up in a place you never expected. This chef's journey didn't start in the kitchen. It started with dreams of being a DJ or an artist. Now, he brings that same energy and creativity to his cooking, turning every meal into a performance. You'll find yourself tapping your feet, maybe even beatboxing, as he effortlessly chops and stirs your food. It's not just about eating here, it's an experience. This chef doesn't just serve you a meal, he entertains you with every move, making it the best value for your money. Tandoor bread, a fiery craft. Tandoor bread might look like a daring feat, but for artisans in Uzbekistan, it's just another day at work. With a quick and fearless motion, they stretch the dough into a flat disc, sprinkle it with sesame or poppy seeds, and then, bam, they lean into the blazing tandoor, pressing the dough against its hot walls. This isn't just any bread, it's naan or Uzbek tandoor bread, known for its crispy outside and soft, airy center. The intense heat of the tandoor cooks it fast, giving it that perfect golden finish. Locals love to gather, watching in awe as the bread makers turn simple ingredients into a smoky, flavorful masterpiece with their amazing skills. Boomerang bread. Have you ever seen bread do a boomerang trick? On a busy street in China, a talented vendor shows off his amazing skill, wowing a crowd of excited kids. He stretches the dough high in the air, catching it just before it loops back, flipping it with incredible precision. The kids can't believe their eyes as the dough dances and stretches, turning a simple snack into a fun show. Once it's perfectly shaped, the dough is cooked into soft, chewy bread that everyone can't wait to taste, leaving the crowd eager for more. Sand-fried snacks, a unique tradition. Ever wonder how some of the tastiest snacks are made on the streets of Southeast Asia? In Bangladesh, street vendors use hot sand to fry all sorts of delicious foods like peanuts, crackers, and chips. This fascinating method has been passed down through generations, taking advantage of the sand's ability to hold heat. As you walk through the streets of Dhaka, especially near schools and parks, you'll probably see these vendors offering their crispy treats. And don't worry, despite being fried in sand, you won't find any grains in your snack. The sand's heat ensures a clean and crispy result that everyone, especially students, loves. Would you be brave enough to try these sand-fried snacks? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.